Hello there, friends. So, today we have a lot of grinding to do and not a lot of time to do it. Let's go! So the first thing I wanted to get done was finishing off the first tier of the walls, because I didn't have anything for people to walk on, and I still needed the toppers, which is what I'm calling them. Probably not the exact word, but it's what I'm calling them. The toppers on top of the tower parts. So first I tried nether brick and blackstone. That wasn't working. It just wasn't meshing too well. I thought it would go around fairly nicely. It did not. So I ended up changing to blackstone and cracked blackstone, which I think works a lot better. It's a lot easier for me to get, minus the annoying crafting. That is the annoying part. But that's just gonna be the that's just gonna be how it goes throughout this entire fun build. Now, after finishing off the filling out of the walls, we move on to the tower toppers, is what I'm calling them. With those, originally I had a design worked up in creative to where I brought it over into the avatar world, but for some reason, it just wasn't quite meshing too well, and I don't terribly know why. I set it to the same diameter, the radius of the towers here, but it wasn't working for me because it hates me. So either way, I just did a quick design of a new one, knocked that out. I knew it would take a while to drain the river, but I forgot how small the sections you need to make it efficient, because I originally made the sections way too big, so I had to go back through and divide them up even more to where it was actually doable for me to do this. That was probably the most annoying part. I found quite a few underwater caves, which it is what it is. I'm already too far in. We're not moving spots. It's just a fact. Now, thankfully, the brunt of it should be done. I'll have to tweak a few things and probably take out more water because I have a goal for Omashu, and it's a very large one. So I'm going to take a little break from dividing the river and go to dividing the ocean, because I'm pretty sure I hate myself. Now, originally, I was going to take Wan Chi Tong's library and put it in the ocean, because according to the map that I'm using, it was about mostly east-southeast, closer to east, away from Omashu. Originally, I picked a spot that was over a Ocean Monument, which has the Guardians. And I was like, sweet, we can actually do a Guardian farm here, and that'd be really cool. But then I realized how much I'm biting off. And I realized, let's not make myself cry more than I'm already gonna be crying when I'm building Omashu and everything else. Because making this mega desert is going to be ridiculous. So after wasting 4 hours of my life doing a square around the monument, but I got all that done, and then I realized I don't want to do it there. So I went to an island to where I can just cut down the trees and then dig down to wherever I wanted, and put Wan Shi Tong's library there, bury it with sand. Lovely. However, I forgot to hit record on the first half of the clearing. I was incredibly upset with myself. But we got all that done. Now we're back to dividing the river. Now this process is pretty much done. As I record this, I'm fairly certain I'm done dividing the river. There's a couple spots where I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to divide a little more, but for the most part, it is done. Now let's enjoy the rest of this time lapse because I love seeing this. Alrighty there, friends. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. I know it wasn't a whole lot of building, just mostly prepping and clearing water. But I am thoroughly glad with where we're going so far and what we have, what is planned, at least in my head. Now let me know what you think of the fun facts bit I did. I figured I'd throw that in there just to see if it makes it a bit more entertaining to see little tidbits about the show. If people don't really care for it, I'll leave it out, but I thought it'd be kind of nice to read a little trivia. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. Either way, next episode, we are going to be bombing, doing a bunch of bombing runs, and clearing out a bunch of land to get that going. Then the Walls of Omashu begin. And from there, I need to figure out the mountains, along with the towers going around Omashu, but I really want to get the walls actually started so I can figure it out from there. And once I get those, then I can figure out everything else. But I am very excited. I'll be having some streams going up soon-ish. With all that said, hopefully you did enjoy. I will see you in the next one. Do take care of yourself. Toodles!